What's up, wrestling fans? It's the Emerald Enthusiast, the co-host of the Wayback Wrestling Mania podcast. Here with a look at the Mattel Elite Top Picks 2022 figure of John Cena. This figure is based on the Doctor of Thuganomics era of Cena's career. This is far and away my favorite version of John Cena. I wasn't a fan of where his gimmick went after this, but with that being said, let's take a closer look at the package details now. The bottom front says Elite Collection John Cena. We get this close-up studio shot on one side of the package. On the opposite side of the package, we get an in-ring shot of Cena. On the bottom, we get product information. And on the top, we get a partial window. On the back bottom, we get a look at the other wrestlers who have figures in this wave. And we get a brief bio of John Cena. Here's a close-up of the bio of John Cena as the Doctor of Thuganomics. If you'd like to read this, go ahead and pause the video and do so now. The front features this studio shot of John Cena. It's a good shot, but I still wish it weren't there. The figure is front and center here with the alternate set of hands off to the side. It has the certified authentic hologram and the t-shirt is behind that. And with all that being said, now it's time to bust this figure out of the package and see what's inside. And here we see the Doctor of Thuganomics out of the package and ready to rumble. This is certainly a worthwhile figure, but I do have a couple of criticisms, so let's take a closer look at the loose details now. Here's a close-up of the alternate set of hands. These will allow you to display your figure with the trademark Cena hand gesture. And just like the other set of hands, these come on hinged pegs. Here's a look at the t-shirt accessory, and I appreciate the fact that they gave us a close approximation of the old WWF logo. The shirt opens up via this piece of Velcro in the back, and then you just slide it onto the figure's arms. As you can see, you can get the word life brass knuckles off of the figure if you'd like. There's plenty of good sculpting and intricate paint application here. Let's start with a look at the lower body. Cena is wearing these black and white sneakers. Good paint applications on these. I can see what Mattel was going for here, but these do hamper the articulation a little, and I'll get to that in just a minute. I do like the way that the jorts have been done. I think it was a good decision to have these be molded jorts instead of cloth. There's plenty of excellent sculpting here with the wrinkles on the jorts and the back pockets and the belt. Now let's take a look at the upper body here. The torso is both large and very defined, so that's fitting for Cena. You can see the latissimus dorsi there. The hat does come off, as you can see, very easily. Likewise, the chain necklace comes off very easily. I didn't think that would be the case, but as you can see, I did that with no problem. Mattel really made that look like metal, so I certainly appreciate that. Now, obviously, this is a younger version of Cena, so his face looks a little different, but I think they got it right for the most part. The brow seems like it's just a little off, but the hair and the expression in the eyes, all of those look accurate. Here are the word life brass knuckles. I really like those. And now let's take a closer look at the articulation on the figure. There's a swivel here at the top of the sneakers that works well, but the hinge on the ankle joint is limited somewhat. There's a little bit of pivoting, but this area could have been better. The figure does have double jointed knees, so if you want to get him into a running pose, you certainly can. The figure does have the quadricep swivel, and I like that, but the hip articulation is lacking. You can only get his legs to go out that far. And if you want to get him into a front kicking pose, it's adequate, but I certainly would have preferred a little more there too. You can get him to step back just a little. In terms of the upper body, he has a pivot at the waist and an ab crunching joint, so you can get him to crunch forward that much and rock backward that much. It doesn't swivel at all from side to side, however. He has plenty of movement here at the wrists. He has the bicep swivel. Now, with my figure, the shoulders feel really tight, so I may need to work on those at a later time. But he does have 360 degrees of rotation. You can get him into the big crab pose if you like. He has single jointed elbows. So I feel like this is what we expect out of Mattel Elite upper bodies. In terms of head articulation, you can get him to look side to side. He does look up and he can look down. And there is some head tilting here, so I certainly appreciate that. Here's a look at the alternate set of hands with Cena wearing the ball cap backwards. Here's a look at the t-shirt accessory, and I like the fact that the t-shirt and the hat match. And here he is once again with the Word Life brass knucks. I think if you're a fan of Cena from this era, you should be very happy with this figure. I certainly hope you have enjoyed this review. If so, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for some articulation shots, and also remember to catch me on the Way Back Wrestling Mania podcast, and that's part of the Multiverse Musings vidcast, available right here on YouTube. And I'll be back with more pro wrestling related content soon. But until we meet again, this has been the Emerald Enthusiast, and thanks for watching.